I mean, we got to talk about the now and then. What does Paulie Malignaggi have to say now? I'm going to show you what he had to say then. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. It is not good. Before the fight, this is what Paulie Malignaggi had to say, and he was talking pretty spicy. Alexa, backlight on. Play the clip.
We'll tell you one thing. There's boxing and there's world-class boxing. There's a difference. And tomorrow night, we're going to show you the big difference. There's versatile boxing, and then there's the boxing you've seen. Big difference. You got two left feet. You got two left feet, maybe three left feet. You cannot throw two punches without falling over. You cannot throw two punches without falling over. I've seen you. I've seen you twice. We'll tell you one thing. There's boxing and there's world-class boxing. There's a difference.
So Paulie was all worked up. He was all riled up. There's world-class boxing and there's what you're used to, right? You got two left feet and you're falling over yourself when you throw punches. Now, his opponent was a former UFC fighter. So the world wants to know, what does Paulie Malignaggi have to say now? Bam. In the second round, the boy was dropped multiple times by the fighter that you claim has two left feet. How did this happen? Then you said, I'm gonna play it again. I want to quote people accurately.
And tomorrow night, we're going to show you the big difference. There's versatile boxing, and then there's the boxing you've seen. Big difference. You got two left feet. You got two left feet, maybe three left feet. You cannot throw two punches without falling over.
You got two left feet, maybe three left feet, which makes no sense because he doesn't have 3 feet, but whatever. You can't throw more than two punches without falling over. Well, he threw two punches, all right, and you fell over, as you see in this. So he got them two punches off, and then you were the one who fell over, right? Paulie Malignaggi was ultimately stopped in this BKB fight by, I really don't even know. I don't really know him, but shout out to Die. What's his name? I really got to look his name up. Roland Die. Shout out to Roland Die. Shout out to the man. He did his thing. So congratulations to Roland. He went out there, made a statement, and proved Paulie Malignaggi severely wrong, right? As Paulie was stopped. So for me, here's the big problem, and I want you guys to see. Paulie Malignaggi, he fought this like fake Manny Pacquiao looking dude, right? I believe, like, and you're yelling at him, yelling at the mic, screaming at him like, there's a big difference. I'm gonna show you true boxing and da 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 da. And he like this, hands low, tucked, watching you scream, watching you do a wrestling promo, laughing at you. And ultimately, my boy right here, Panny Pacquiao over here, he endured it, the verbal abuse from Paulie, the trash talk, and then went out there and made a statement. That's how you do it. Paulie was all talk. He was all talk, talked this good game. Like, first of all, you're a boxer and you're fighting in this art form, which is bare knuckle. Why are you doing that? And then what's worse is I can think of at least two UFC fighters that you lost to. You lost to Conor McGregor's sparring partner, Artem Lobov, and now you lost to Roland Die, right? And not only did you lose, you getting crushed, right? You're getting crushed by these people. Like, not Artem necessarily, but you lost that fight too. Then Conor McGregor, another UFC fighter, was roasting you, right? And leaking the sparring clips of you. and you out here screaming on this Pacquiao dude, and he went and ironed you out while you were screaming, talking about he don't know how to box. So for me, I think this is truly a bad look for Paulie Malignaggi. You look at his recent fights, right? Nobody told you to really do this. But your last fight, which was bare knuckle, your hand is out here looking like a cow udder, right? All your hands banged out and banged up. You had cuts and look like stab puncture marks all in your face. And why is this important? Because this is the same dude who has so much to say about Gervonta Davis, right? He literally said that Gervonta Davis, I could have beat every guy that he's ever fought. Not my words. They were his.
There are fights where you can get beat. And I don't ever want to hear any of you tank nut huggers that he fights one Uber driver after another. If Shakur Stevenson loses this fight, I don't ever want to hear any of you saying, oh, what about Shakur now? Tank this, Tank that. Tank fights the guy that delivers my pizza. He fights the guys in the back that are doing the production. He fights the truck driver. I don't want to hear, because he would never have gone near Teofimo Lopez.
Paulie fights this dude. So those were some choice words from Paulie Malignaggi in the past, raging against Gervonta Tank Davis, claiming that Tank Davis fights Uber drivers, claiming that Tank Davis fights the guy that delivers his pizza. But who are you fighting? You're fighting Artem Lobov. You're fighting whoever this Roland Die guy is, right? And not only are you fighting him, you're losing and you're getting stopped by unknown commodities.
What you do with this, I don't know what boxing's coming to. This is what happens when you manufacture a star instead of letting stars organically create themselves. You get guys who don't want to test themselves, who've been spoiled and have been able to, make a lot of free money for no reason. The thing about Gervonta Davis is he is physically talented. I just don't think mentally he was ever that strong of a fighter.
So I guess, again, this is Paulie Malignaggi, what he had to say regarding Tank. All negative stuff, saying Tank don't want to challenge himself, not mentally strong.
Do you think
Getting to the point where somebody's undercards are better than the main events? It was either there or it wasn't.
Right.
And nobody has it. So, Gervonta, I don't know. Again, Gervonta's very popular. He is very popular. And he's swaggy to a degree. But here, Gervonta talk. Did he give you any catchphrases? Did he give you any little... Dude, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Wild to me. That's wild to me.
Do you think that?
If I was in Gervonta Davis's weight class in my career, and I had the exact opposition Gervonta Davis had, I wouldn't have as many knockouts, but I'd be undefeated.
Wow. Boom. So here's my old video where I talked about it. This is your savior. This is who y'all listening to for boxing news. I get it. You boxed. Cool. But you out here talking about he's fighting Uber drivers. He's fighting pizza delivery drivers. Completely disrespectful to Gervonta Davis. And you're like, give me everybody on his resume and I would be undefeated. But you can't even be undefeated against Roland Die, Artem Lobov, and Conor McGregor in sparring. Pick your boy up.